Alright guys, Blackwar here and welcome to another stage of the Tour de France. The first big, difficult stage I guess. In this tour, 150 kilometers on the cobblestones of Paris-Roubaix. Between Compiègne and Roubaix, exactly like the actual race, but with 100 kilometers less. It's going to be probably the toughest day for the leaders and the people wanting to win the GC, and my aim is going to try and protect Primož so he doesn't lose too much time on the leaders. Yesterday's stage that you've seen on my channel yesterday has been won by Dylan Rodewegen, so I'm really pissed like he had to withdraw from my tour, but that's just the race. So today no double uploads, I'm sorry about this, but I'm only gonna have the time to record this stage because I'm going in Paris to see the final of the World Cup, and I won't be able to record twice today, so sorry about that. But without further ado, let's go straight on the starting line. 150 kilometers between Compiègne and Roubaix. We are in the same cities that the Paris-Roubaix starts and finishes every year. But this time it's the Tour de France. It's going to be much more nervous than a Paris-Roubaix because leaders can actually lose the Tour de France here, and not only just a classic. Primož, okay, is in +4. That's my second time doing the stage. The first time Primož Roglič had fallen with 130 kilometers to go, but I hadn't plugged my mic in, so like I had to start again. We had a 40-man breakaway with a lot of leaders and a lot of favorites to win the Paris-Roubaix. So maybe that happen again. I'm seeing a lot of people attacking already. I'm just gonna hope that nothing happens to Primož, because I don't want to lose another rider if he somehow withdrew from the race. I mean, my theory would have no interest because I've lost my hopes for the green jersey, and I would then therefore lose my hopes for the yellow jersey because Kruijswijk is 9 minutes behind. I'm gonna stay in +2 until I think the breakaway is done, but as you can see, everyone still is attacking from the peloton to go into the breakaway, so it's very complicated to find a time of where to stop. But for now there would be 24 people at the top of the race, at the front of the race, sorry. And this might be okay. I think no one is okay. Thank you, Melmon. Are you attacking? What are you doing? I don't know what they're doing. Oh, I'm just gonna say who's in the breakaway. Probably exactly like the stage before. Andrew Pasqualen, André Hausler, Omar Freiley, Pierre Roland, Damien Godin, Nicolas Eder, Rudy Mollard, Robert Kizarlowski, this year's runner-up of Paris-Roubaix, Sylvain Dillier, Taylor Finney, Olivier Troya, I can't remember his name, Oscar Troya, something like this, Seb Van Mark, Michael Valgren, Niels Pelliet, Michael Valgren, sorry, Niels Pelliet, Thomas de Gand, Daniel Navarro, Johan Ofredo, Maxime Bouet, Jasper Stuyven, Matthew Heyman, the winner of the 2016 Paris-Roubaix, Luis Leon Sanchez, Sylvain Chavanel, the runner-up of the 2011 Tour de Flandre, or Ronde van Vlaanderen, Darwin Etapuma, Tony Martin. Okay. And no one else attacked in the peloton, so we're good. We're good. Now I just want no one in my team to have an incident, and I'll see you for the first cobble sector. We've got 100 kilometers to go, but Richie Porte just got a puncture. I mean, he's gonna come back in fairly easily, but that's the first incident of the race, and the first of many more to come, I think. But the peloton is now riding hard. Why is Michael Scher still here? I don't know. You probably should wait for your teammates. That would be logical. Richie Porte still not in, but he'll probably arrive before the first cobble sector. At least I hope for him. Yeah, there we go. Patrick Bevin doing some work here, attacking to bring his OZ teammate back in. There we go. Richie Porte back in the peloton just before the first sector. We're on the first cobble sector of the Tour de France. Gaviria going on a mad one. Don't really know why. I just need Primož to avoid any kind of incidents, punctures, people falling. There you go. As I speak of puncture, Julien Simon is a victim of a puncture, was in the peloton or in the breakaway. He was in the peloton, and he's now 2 minutes behind. Primoz, I need you to stay just at the top. That's all I need from you. Please. I don't know where the second sector is. I think it's there. There you go. Second sector, if you can put, like, if we can just do it without any issues as well, that would be perfect. It's a puncture for Rick Zabel at the back of the peloton, but he'll eventually catch up. And I'll see you for this massive sector just right there. So I think it's in about 30 kilometers. Alright, the breakaway just entered this sector. We're going to quickly follow them because we're only 2 minutes behind. Primoz, I'm gonna need you to stay at the front of the peloton for this one, just so you avoid any issue as well. I like the fact that Timo Rosen is meant to be protecting Primoz, but Primoz is ahead of Timo. It doesn't make any sense. We've got a rider here in difficulty. That would be Chad Hager, who did a lot of work for Tom Dumoulin since the beginning of the race, or the stage, I mean. We've got a puncture. That would be Bob Jungels. Bob Jungels, the first leader for GC to be affected by an incident in this stage, and he's going to have to do some work to catch up. Primoz here, still trying to stay at the front, just next to Oliver Nazen. People like Marcus Burghardt, Niki Terpstra, Richie Porte is there. I'm gonna guess Chris Froome is probably a bit further ahead. Roglic and... Okay, Roglic still good. You've got a first break. We have a break here. Okay, Primoz is not in it. I'm just gonna need you to go back to the front of the peloton, Primoz, please. Please. But there is a massive break here. The yellow jersey is not in the front peloton anymore. Katkowski dropped, so is Geraint Thomas, so is Valverde. Wait, I just need Primoz to chill now. Okay, just stay where you are, bro. Stay where you are. Where are people like Chris Froome? Here's Dan Martin. Geraint Thomas, Valverde, as I said. Katkowski is from here or not? I'm not seeing any other Sky, so I'm gonna guess that Froome is in the front peloton. Yeah, there he is, just following Nikias Hunt, but he seems to be struggling. He seems to be struggling a bit. The White Canyon, as we call him in France. Okay, Martin's fetched some water bottles. It's gonna be so tough because look at Primoz like energy bar. He's out. He is knackered, and I don't like that at all. Timo, protect him for fuck's sake. Stay ahead of him. I'm trying to dodge everyone if there's like any incident or things like this. Marcus Burghardt is currently dying. There's a puncture, or maybe it's someone withdrawing from the tour. I think he's with. No, okay, it was a puncture. It was a puncture. We're quickly being dropped. Tom Dumoulin at the front of the is the only GC contender to be well ahead with Vincenzo Nibali and Jakob Fuglsang. We've been dropped. I'm gonna try to stay. I don't know where like people like Froome are. I'm gonna try to stay with Froome. I don't want to like go in the red and explode completely. Things that Dumoulin and Nibali are maybe doing at the front, I don't know. Even though Dumoulin has 72 in cobbles, so he knows like he's much better than me. Paul Martins, why are you doing this? Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna have to put Janssen on the weight, so he replaces Timo Rosen. Why are you like going on a mad one? Primoz is lost. Primoz is completely lost. For fuck's sake, Janssen, I told you to wait. Okay, mayhem is currently happening. I mean, Janssen is meant to go. Well, am I going to have to go to 1? I can't do anything. Janssen, wait! See, Paul Martin's can wait, so why can't you wait? There we go. Thank you. Go back to 70. Go back to 60. I'm just gonna have to chill for a sec. No massive cobbles for some kilometers, at least 5 kilometers. That's gonna be a bit of a breath for the peloton. People are coming back. Chris Froome is coming back. So is Nairo Quintana. No, Chris Froome is dropped. Christopher Froome is currently being dropped by the peloton. Okay, that's interesting. That is extremely interesting. The group ahead, 2 minutes 20 ahead. We've got Tom Dumoulin, you've got Nibali, and I think there's Rigoberto Urán as the favorites in this group. No, Urán is not here. Okay, so Urán has been dropped. Yeah, here is. Here is Rigoberto Urán. Rosen, for fuck's sake! I know what's happening. Okay, I know what's happening. Because the Sky team doesn't want to make any effort because Froome has been dropped, and it's why they don't want me to, like, they are not collaborating with me, I guess. Paul Martins, you can just take the relay at the front. Both of you take relays of 65. If I can make Froome lose some time, that'd be impressive, and I'd be very happy with this. Trying to come back still after the bad team time trial we had. But Janssen doing some bits for me right now. 22 kilometers to go. We are 2 minutes behind Nibali and Dumoulin, but we are about a minute ahead of Christopher Froome. Let's measure the time gap. 59 seconds. 59 seconds between Primoz Roglic and Chris Froome. Okay. And knowing this game, they're gonna try everything to come back. They're gonna be knackered, and it's just gonna be a circle just repeating itself. Urán seems to be struggling. Rigoberto Urán is struggling at the back of this group. Martins and Rosen are completely dead. Primoz doing some work. Honestly, I'm so happy. For now, nothing wrong has been happening for me. The only issue being like Dumoulin and Nibali ahead, but I don't really mind losing minutes on them. I know I can catch them in the mountains or in time trial. Well, maybe not Dumoulin, but at least Nibali. And for now it's all good. 1:42 ahead of Chris Froome, ladies and gentlemen. Rigoberto Urán is here. Where is Nairo Quintana? Has Quintana been dropped as well? And easy with Nibali. Sorry, with Froome. No, he's a bit ahead of Froome. 9 seconds ahead of Chris Froome. 13 kilometers to go. I'll probably accelerate at the end of this sector to try and get a bit of a gap. I don't know. Could be maybe interesting, knowing that it's going to be flat for at least 3 kilometers before the last sector of this stage. Alright, Primoz Roglic. No, Timo and Martins, like, you can stay in the peloton. There we go. Go ahead. Go on, Primoz. Get some time. Get some time on the leaders. Janssen, why are you dying? I'm only going to 65. Come on. Fam. Nibali's here. Dumoulin's here. Fuglsang's here. Yo, I could eventually catch them. I could end up catching them. That could be massive. The Sky team is going absolutely crazy to try and catch me. but by doing so, they're completely exposing Christopher Froome's hopes to win the Tour de France. Chris Froome, ladies and gentlemen, has lost the Tour de France. Well, maybe not officially, but it's going to be extremely complicated for him to come back. He's now 4 minutes behind this group. That's also the case for Nairo Quintana. Okay, 3 minutes in. We've come back on Dumoulin. We've come back on Tom Dumoulin. Primoz Roglic will not lose any time on the lead, on the favorites. I'm just gonna have to do everything I can now to try not to explode before the end of the sprint. Peter Sagan has won. I'm sorry I didn't show the final sprint, but we're going to end up in the main peloton as long as alongside Tom Dumoulin, Vincenzo Nibali, Jakob Fuglsang, and I think Kwiatkowski, and Geraint Thomas as the only GC contenders. And we're going to see where the other guys finish. So we're gonna look first of all people like Chris Froome, Rigoberto Urán, who's gonna lose some time. Where is Richie Porte? Valverde is just finishing right now. Nairo Quintana, that's from Chris Froome, 8 minutes behind Peter Sagan, so something like 6 minutes I think behind me. Bob Jungels, Wouter Poels, Richie Porte, Romain Bardet losing 10 minutes. What a stage! What a stage! If this could happen in real life, that would be massive. That would be massive for the Tour de France. I don't know any other GC contenders. Bauke Mollema? Yeah, Bauke Mollema, why not? Yates. Adam Yates losing 15 minutes. Or close to 15. TJ Van Garderen. Sorry, Pierre Latour. Egan Bernal. Dan Martin. Dan Martin losing 16 minutes. So 14 on us. Okay. We're going to speed this up. As Rafael Maiga. Ilnur Zakarin. Okay, it was already 8 minutes down. 20 minutes for Ilnur Zakarin. Alright, let's speed this up and go straight to the results. Last place today will be Chad Haga. No. Wait, what? No, Chad Haga, I was correct. Will be Chad Haga, 40 minutes behind Peter Sagan. Alright, let's not skip the podiums this time. Peter Sagan won the stage from Greg Van Avermaet, Step Van Mark, Jasper Stuyven and Sylvain Dillier. The poor Belgian. Second, third and fourth. The yellow jersey goes on the shoulders of Thierry Benoot, 17 seconds ahead of Michal Kwiatkowski, 46 ahead of Geraint Thomas, then Dumoulin, Nibali, Moscon, Fuglsang, Roglic, Sagan and Tony Martin, already 5:30 for Tony Martin and he's 10th. So I've got at least 3 minutes ahead of the lead on Froome, Quintana and others. Chavanel stays in polka dot jersey, Gaviria stays in the green jersey. Thierry Benoot is now the best young rider, I guess. Egan Bernal is 14 minutes 36 behind. Jeez. And the best team stays the Team Sky despite their issues today. We'll go now to the results before ending this episode. Okay, so I finished 2 minutes 50 behind the main group. There we go, 27th place, Nibali 25th. So let's take a look at the contenders for the GC. We've got Valverde losing 6 minutes 56. So that's 4 minutes 6 on me. You've got Warren Barguil, Rigoberto Urán losing 4 minutes 4 minutes and 6 seconds on the group favorites, I guess. Nairo Quintana, Chris Froome have lost 8 minutes 7 on Sagan, so that would be 5 minutes and 17 seconds on the favorites group. So yeah, Chris Froome has lost the Tour de France, so has Nairo Quintana. Wout Poels has lost 7 minutes 27. Richie Porte 7:27. Wait, am I correct? 7:27? No, 6:20. Oh wait, I'm lost. Yeah, 6 minutes 27. Sorry. Marc Soler, Pierre Roland, Bauke Mollema, TJ Van Garderen, Adam Yates losing 13 minutes 52. So that's 11 minutes and 2 seconds. Okay, well this stage definitely created a lot of gaps. We'll just check the overall classification. There we go. Froome 5:59 behind Tige Benoot, so he's already 5 minutes behind Geraint Thomas, who could win the Tour de France. Like, him and Gatkowski, if they honestly work together, they could win the Tour de France. But for me, the main favorite now is Tom Dumoulin. Nibali is set to probably take second place. It's going to be complicated. We'll see what happens with him. And I'm there. I'm here. Primoz is here, trying to get top 3. That was my objective. That's my aim. I said podium for Primoz. I was thinking of Chris Froome to finish like ahead of me, so I still want like not to lose too many time. But we'll see what happens in tomorrow's stage. Well, I think that will be on Tuesday, because of the rest day tomorrow between Annecy and Le Grand Bornand, the first mountain stage. And I think people like Froome and Quintana and Richie Porte will be extremely impatient to do it after this cobble stage. But I've been Blackwar. It's been a pleasure talking to you today, guys. I'm hoping France will win their World Cup. And yeah, make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, to comment down below if there's anything you want me to do, to follow me on my social medias. The links are in the description down below. Subscribe if you're new for daily content, and I'll see you later. See ya.